Before we start, this video is to point out the things Tony got wrong and his everything wrong with video on chiiar5's Sonic Lost World video. If this video does well, I will do more and only 3.0 of you are subscribed. If you enjoy the content, make sure to subscribe.
Has nothing to do with Generations plot, especially since the passage of time in the Sonic universe is largely unknown.
I see your point, but they still could have just answered the question with just a quick line and just move on with it in the story.
Villain taking what the hero said way too literally, cliche.
So, it's an example of how evil a villain can be. There's a reason Heath Ledger's Joker made it so popular.
Tony makes a pop culture reference. Trust me, you'll get it later in the video.
After that.
Where did you get that Tails doesn't think that he would do that? Harsh deeds will always be harsh, regardless of a villain's previous actions.
The thing he's trying to say is, it's surprising of Tails' reaction of what Eggman is doing.
So free the animals so they could catch them in the tornado. Not to mention, Sonic 3 and Knuckles show that the tornado has a suction cup chain.
Tony, you have no evidence to prove that claim, so I'm going to put us in.
The animals in the containers.
That's the joke. You suck, McBain!
What he's saying is, if a few animals can hold him down, what is he going to do with Eggman?
Often a conch, which Eggman uses to punish the Zeddy when they disobey him. So while it is a mystery as to how Eggman found out about the Lost Hex, how he conquered it is explained to a degree.
Charlie still has a point. We don't know where he got the shell or how he figured out the Lost Hex, so I'm still giving you a cent.
Baldy McNose hair? Huh, this is technically the first time he's ever called him that directly.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Bruh, he still has a good point.
Earlier we saw Eggman the tornado's wing with your tails fixing the propeller. What?
Fixing a propeller on a biplane? That's about as difficult as taking a nap.
Question is, why were you fixing the propeller?
Yeah, you said that already.
He still has a point. Why is Tails even doing this? And plus, he's just being nitpicky, dude.
You, that one! Go take care of that little pest! Who are you calling fat? You?
You're one to talk.
In comparison to Zomom, Eggman's an alpha male compared to that water balloon.
Okay, we have seen Eggman eating a sandwich and they're very big, so he still has a point.
Wait, is Eggman watching one of the past cutscenes? How and why?
Not that this question even needs to be answered, but we see later that Zavok is also watching a past cutscene and appears to be studying it. Eggman could be doing the same thing here, but again, it doesn't need to be answered, so don't ask.
You know, the footage he's showing is just him talking to Zaz, and also, number 2, where did he even get the footage?
Like 5 different battleships. Fixing the floor should be no problem.
It's not the floor that's the problem, it's Zomom's stupidity and girth.
He has worked with Knuckles. 2, he has worked with other people who are very dumb, so...
It was stronger by the second! I don't understand how that works.
Classic inability to suspend your disbelief. I guess that joke in Colors DS about Cubot being sent to bed with no dinner actually had some weight.
Tony, the Sonic Lost World video was released in 2015, and the Sonic Colors video was released in 2020.
The dumb one actually outsmarts Sonic. Earth is doomed.
That's the joke.
Hey, that really sucked!
He's just being nitpicky, Tony.
Zeddy from controlling my legs!
Zeddy? Is that what they're called? So, are there just 6 Zeddy? They're the only ones we ever see. Why give them a race if we're all just gonna call them the Deadly 6 anyway? Why not the Deadly Zeddy?
Because those are two different terms. The Deadly Six is the name of the group, and Zeddy is the name of the race. According to the Sonic Wiki, it's implied there are more Zeddy out there, but the game doesn't bother to show anymore because these guys are the only ones that matter to the story. Well,
Shari has a point. It's only one line of dialogue in the whole game that says this, so he still has a great point.
Oh yeah, by the way, we can control the mechs now because we control electromagnetic fields like Machina or whatever.
You literally showed the moment before where Eggman says,
When it's the only thing keeping 6 angry Zeddy from controlling my legs!
this is something they've always been able to do, and Eggman used the conch to keep them from doing it to his machines. He even explains this stuff to Sonic and Tails later.
Tony, he is trying to say why now they're saying this and not before that cutscene when they were in Eggman's workshop.
I should have listened to you, Tails. I don't appreciate your sass, Tails.
Even when it's completely warranted? I mean, Sonic just ran in.
Well, he's the fastest in alive. Patience is not what he's known for.
Shiver me
Notice the giant bang? He got blasted, and that caused his voice chip to get befuddled.
Tony, he is just being nitpicky.
Poor Cubot. I knew him well.
Wow, this is pretty funny. Why does everyone say I knew him well? That's not the quote.
I did some research into this line and found that while the line is often misquoted, it still works when said that way because in the story, Hamlet did know the now dead character well.
So you agree what he's saying, but you still sin him?
Manipulate magnetic fields.
Sure they do.
Yes, they do. You literally saw them do it, and Eggman is explaining as such in case you didn't get the hint earlier, which you evidently did not. So at this point, you're just saying, no, I don't believe you.
Do I even need to say this again?
With his typical stupidity.
Get lost, Eggman! To be fair, Sonic, you did kind of fuck up.
Yes, and he acknowledged it to Tails in the previous cutscene. If you think he's gonna acknowledge his failures to Eggman, you're dreaming.
Tony, Chari was meaning Sonic, not Eggman.
You think Eggman is a total bonehead? Raise their hand. What about his dick to Eggman?
I don't want to use the same clip a third time. You guys get it at this point.
I even need to say the words again?